Something for everyone here today. The fabulous fashions, the mares at the barrier for the 1700 here. And Tenacious Spirit, the favourite earlier, certainly on the tote, but some good money. And Pat, has there been a move for anything late in this race?
Bruce, it's been one of the better goes of the carnival last Surrey News. In about 4 or 5 points, you're shopping way unders for the favourite. It's dropped, it's gone out a couple of points, Tenacious Spirit. But La Surrey News is the one they've come for. Zoilus has been solid at a touch over double each way odds. So too the top weight goes Ziggy. And Jason's horse out a point or two. But La Surrey News has been a very, very solid go here in the ring.
Zach Burton, we notice off Zoilus there, John Letts, who's behind the barrier with Banjo.
I was just saying to Stephen King, I said, when they let the barrier go, don't go with that blanket on, because it's got the barrier blanket on, Bruce. Actually, last Sarah News looks very settled. Gee, these horses accept this blanket very, very well. She came around with the clerk of the course, and actually when she got here, she was, just a little bit sweaty, but they put the barrier blanket on her, and she's just gone the other way. She's quiet down altogether. So, well, it works, doesn't it?
No doubt about that. It gives them the confidence. So in goes Zoilus, who's, as Pat said, in the market. She last year, and look at this, Ken, into 770. I think the first time we looked at it was about 12. Here's the blanket again for last year News, and we see Zoilus as well with it. Babe Zahari, so we talked about the name a moment ago. Babe Dietrichson was her maiden name. She was an Olympic champion, one of the greatest athletes of all time, voted the female athlete of the year, and she married a strongman, Zaharius, and takes a name from probably the best female athlete America's ever seen.
And if this mare is just at 5% as good as the human version, she'll win this with her head on her chest.
Went from winning Olympic gold medals to being the best female golfer for years and years, and played against the blokes before Annika and all the rest did.
It makes people like Tiger look ordinary.
Hard to do that, Ken. I've never seen anyone make Tiger look ordinary.
Cool.
So 5 or 6 out. The barrier is important, as we talked about here. $4.20 now for Tenacious Spirit. So she's got out. She's got out almost a point. Look at this, last year News into 740, 780. So a fair go late for Go Ziggy here. And then we're out to double figure odds.
Yes, Go Ziggy's pretty well weighted here with 57 kilos. As I said, she's won 10 races, most of them in town. And with only 3 kilograms above the bottom weight, she's got a great hope.
So I'll ask them to come up. Let's go and join Sky Channel's Greg Miles for the Liberty Financial Plate.
The field of 16 will take a terrific ride by Brett Treble. Out to move into the outside stall. Track was upgraded to good after the running of the second on the program. Third of 10 on Cup Day. They're all in for the Liberty Financial Plan, and they're immediately away. Virginia jumped okay near the outside. La Florida Luna ridden with aggression in the early stages. Devonshire was away well, and so was Froth and Bubble. La Surrey News just looked to meet a little bit of trouble soon after the jump there, and settling into stride now. La Florida Luna had it to going up on the outside. Bellavici. Tenacious Spirit goes with them and sits third, and then Froth and Bubble 4, followed by Devonshire, Homecoming Queen. A length and a half Ellis in Toyland on the inside of Argenio, who looks to be 3 wide still at the 1,200 metres. 2 lengths further back in the field then is Babe Zahari is over on the inside. As they came along the side of the course, back behind those horses is Race the Heart on the outside, and then 2 lengths to Zoilus and Go Ziggy, 1.5 La Surrey News and Jeserich. As they came up the side, well back as Magic Tumbler and Anfield last of all. Bellavici the leader, Tenacious Spirit a length and a half away second, La Florida Luna is third, then Froth and Bubble, Homecoming Queen out wide, 1.5 further back Devonshire and Argenio. 2 lengths further back in the field then came Alice in Toyland, Race the Heart, and about 2 lengths away then is Babe Zahari as they swing around the turn now, and then Go Ziggy as they balance for the run-in now at the 500 metres, and Bellavici in front of Froth and Bubble, Homecoming Queen, La Florida Luna right behind them. Tenacious Spirit is called on for a run. Devonshire along the inside. Argenio letting down, and then Zoilus and Go Ziggy is out wide. La Surrey News a long way back at the 200. La Florida Luna sprinted up and took over the running. Here's Devonshire, Argenio and Zoilus running on. Magic Tumbler from well back. She's descending quickly. La Florida Luna in front. Magic Tumbler goes after her. Magic Tumbler grabs the lead. Magic Tumbler beats La Florida Luna a half length. Give it a Zoilus third, I think, from Argenio and Devonshire. And close up La Surrey News, who was luckless. She got into trouble early in the piece. Then Anfield followed Belovici, brought them well home, coming Queen and Alice in Toyland. Nick Goziggy never came into it from Babe Zaharias, and well back is Jeserich with Race the Heart and Tenacious Spirit. Her winning run comes to an end. She's last in.
Michael Rodder rode 6 winners last week on one program on the Sunshine Coast. There he is. He's got a ride in the Cup today. He's with Zach Burton, coming from Queensland, 2 of the best young riders around.
Trained by Sean Dwyer, a former foreman for Bart Cummings, who's got that very good filly, the Magic Millions winner, Regimental Gal.
It's a big run. He brought it along really well over the concluding stages. After it looked as if La Flor de Luna was home and hosed, but Magic Tumbler with a real finish here. It's 1:09.4 officially, and 4th is 16. And the time is 1:43.3.
It'll give young Rod plenty of confidence for his cup ride on Yakama later in the day.
Who's number 24, Yakama? Bruised number, not number 24. He carried 24 to win 3 years ago, but this will give him a big boost.
He's a very, very good rider. Lee Friedman told me he's the best young rider in Australia. He said if he didn't have Damien Oliver riding for him, he'd make every endeavour to get this boy to Melbourne.
Now 16 is third, 16 is third, so 9, 4 and 16. So there's a big rep on this young fellow.
And Lee Friedman's a pretty fair judge.
And he's a great judge, no doubt about that. Gee, this was a good finishing effort. Her run at Geelong was excellent behind Cape Kennedy, who's absolutely flying. Well, he's one of the young guns of Australian racing, is Michael Rod, and he's with John Letts after the third.
Bruce, they say that history repeats itself. Well, last year, Michael, you won this race for Max Hinton, and today with Magic Tumbler, you won again last year. I couldn't interview because the microphone broke down, but this year, we've got you all the way.
Yeah, that's right, John. It was Magic win by 2. She was back there last on the fence and had a lovely run through the field, and Sean Dwyer's just done such a fantastic job with his team of horses, and, you know, this one's no exception.
And you go round in the Melbourne Cup later in the day?
Yeah, that's right. I'm on Yakama, one for Bevan Lemming. She's rolling well. She's only got a lightweight. Would have liked to see a wet track, but, you know, we'll give her every hope from in there.
Gee, your luck's in at the moment, and your form's in, and your good riding's in, isn't it? And you've won a race here today, Flemington on Melbourne Cup Day, and you go to the Melbourne Cup with a lot of confidence now.
Yeah, that's right. We've sort of hit form at the right time, and, you know, I'm loving it.
Good luck in the Cup.
All right, thanks, John.
Young Michael Rod with John Letts, Sean Dwyer. He's a very capable rider, that young man.
He sure is. Yeah, no, I've had a lot of success with Michael, and I truly hope to have a lot more.
And a very capable mare, too. Good effort at Geelong behind a very smart horse.
Yeah, it was a good run at Geelong. Michael had 2 rides for me that day. The first one he come 11 wide, so we decided we'll trail him and ride for luck, and she finished the race off very well. 12 months ago, I was sending this mare to stud, and she ran a couple of nice races, so we decided to give her another preparation, and here she is at Flemington on Melbourne Cup Day, which is very good for a future as a broodmare.
There's parties going on all over Australia today, but I reckon there'll be a fair old party at Toowoomba.
For sure.
Sean, congratulations.
Thanks very much, Peter.
Good story there. That mare to be retired, but they kept her going. She's running good races in the Caloundra Cup. She's won over 2,200 at Doomben, so there was no doubt about her getting the 1,700 today.
It's a bit hard to line up Queensland form sometimes with the better class of Sydney and Melbourne, but it's pretty strong. Scenic Peak won here on Saturday on Derby Day.
And Palidama won on
last year.
The Hong Kong Jockey Club plate. So sometimes it works out. You're dead right. So a big win there, Magic Tumbler, and that's good news for Michael Rod and Yakama's chances in the Cup.